So the point is, the biggest problem is in Prashna. Okay, it tells you current, past, maybe little bit of past, current, and future. Future limited to 1 year. Got it? And I would suggest you should go for Tajik system. We have our courses, our recordings on Tajik system. You can join that. Vinayak Bhatt has taken those classes and all that. We also have a slight mixture of a course called Prashniyam. Okay. A little bit of Prashna is there and little bit of Tajik. Okay. That combination is there. Here it is completely my experiments in Prashna. I always consider a shot of coffee has come. My experiments in Prashna. Now, how do you see Prashna and predict what happened in your 30th year? This is what happened in the 20th year of your life. So a person is 70 years old and you're taking the Prashna back to his 20, 25, 30, 32, whatever. Are you getting it, everybody? Can everybody hear me? Cameras on, please. So many cameras are off. Okay. So we are going to use Gaurav Madan camera on, please. Harsha Shah, Inderjit Kaur camera on, please. Kapil Chawla camera on. Kinnari Mehta. You still owe me the bhindi masala. Okay. So, anyways, this is a unique thing we are going to demonstrate in Prashna, in nature. Just see where, write this down, where Rahu is sitting in the Prashna chart. This actually Ruchidi was supposed to do. Okay. But then she was not well yesterday, migraine and all that. Then today I took off in the afternoon and she filled for me. So I thought I'll do it. Sorry, Ruchi. Okay. So where is Rahu in the Prashna? Now remember, you have to use true nodes, true nodes, true nodes, true nodes only. Because in D60, the true nodes will change position if you take it mean nodes. Many a times it will change. And it can change up to 4 rashis in D60. I've experimented it, shown it several times, especially in Prashna, in the Rahu talk method. Do you remember those lectures? Okay. Those are the old Prashna batch. Punamji, Ruchi, and others, they know it. That if you change it to mean nodes, you fail. You fail miserably. This is one way of testing. One is theory. What does so and so astrologer take? True nodes, mean nodes. That is theory. This is practical. And I've demonstrated it hundreds of times, and especially in the Rahu talk method, which is the most brilliant method to find out what a person is going to talk to you about, what he is going through right now. You learn it. Batch one has already learned it. I think Pune was also there in that those lectures. Okay. Any which ways. Everybody can now unmute themselves. Okay. Now. So write down wherever Rahu sits, it will implement its energy in the 37th year. Got it? The next is people keep on fighting. Does Rahu Ketu have aspect or not? Bhrigu Paddhati 15 years back has demonstrated the aspect of Rahu along with the year it will implement. People have tested it on hundreds and hundreds of charts over a period of so many years. And that confusion should go. Only the elder astrologers need to implement that technique and find out, and they'll then accept it. Now, so after so many decades, this confusion, why with the advent of computers and the advancement of astronomy, the problem that was happening, we were not able to calculate the position of Rahu Ketu, so we used to take mean nodes. So in tradition, it was mean nodes. But now with the advent of technology, we are now getting true nodes in our panchangs. All right, everybody. Ninth aspect of Rahu. That means if Rahu is in the Lagna, the ninth aspect will be in the ninth house. Are you getting it? Anti-clockwise in the North Indian system. That also implements in the 37th year. We are going to take example charts. But before that, have people understood, or shall I show it in a diagram?
Understood, sir.
Everybody. One person also gets into confusion
Yes, sir.
mode,
Understood.
then it is for the sake of people. So, Siddhant, where is your Rahul?
Sir, it is in third house.
मेरे को लगा ही था. Do you use your mobile quite often?
Yes, obviously.
As soon as you wake up, the first thing you touch is your mobile.
Yes, yes.
भगवान के पैर पड़ ना पहले पहले.
हाँ हाँ, ट्राई ट्राई वो भी है, मतलब कर रहे हैं, मतलब हाँ.
So here Rahu is there. So first, in the 37th year, he can have travel, some events in siblings' life, etc., etc., or some new this thing, or there can be some obstacles in his career, etc. and all that. The ninth aspect of it will go here. Getting it, everybody? The ninth aspect of it will go here. Rahu again will implement in the 37th year. The 37th year is running. That means your first year of your life is equal to 0 days to 365 days. Got it, everybody?
Yes.
Suppose you are born in the year 2000 on 1st January. So from what date to what date would be your 37th year? 2036 January 1st to 2037 January 1st. Easy? Everybody? Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
This is a mistake everybody is saying. Now, what do I tell you? With experience, I'm talking. Wherever you say 37 to a person, now he starts looking up, left, right, he's calculating. You do the calculation for him. Always. He will make mistake and your prediction will go wrong. Try to see to it that your client does not make mistake. So you calculate for him systematically and give him time. Still he will commit mistake. Remember this. Got it, everybody? Still they'll commit mistake in telling the event. I'm telling with decades of experience in this calculation thing, especially Europeans, Westerners. Okay, they do not take running age. So when the Rishi was reading in the first year, so and so event had happened. That means it is 0 to 365 days. Nowhere in any classical book of astrology, the Rishi has written at the age of 0 something happened. Are you getting it? This was the biggest problem when I entered into astrology. Everybody was making a mistake in this. Then I realized nowhere the Rishi is writing 0 age. Debargo, are you there with me?
Yes, sir.
Alkesh ji. Thank you, Debargo. Alkesh ji, yes.
Sir, earlier I was listening to one of your videos, and that time, sir, you had explained, uh, about the Rahu activation in the 33 years. So this 33 and 37 are different, and how if it is so, how they are different?
Yes. Now, what are the 33 thing? What are the technique? You tell me.
Sir, that was also related to the activation, and you
But
took
where?
example.
Where? I want you to clarify for everybody. Where is it activating? Which house?
That was in, I think, 11th house, if I correctly remember.
Right? So it is different. Second, write this down. Wherever Rahu sits, it activates in the 30th year also. I have mentioned this hundreds of times. Akshit Kapoor, professional astrologer from Dehradun, he has tested it on more than 400 charts.
In
Student of
30th
our
year.
30th year. Student of our Bhrigu course, he's done it. When I revealed Bhrigu astrology in the year 2015, January, okay, it was with the Russian batch, 125 students, very honest people. शिद्दत से homework करते, no ego issues. They call you master and they treat you like master. Sunday I would teach, Wednesday every student 5 charts properly in a Word file, copied nicely from Jagannath Hora, north-south format, 300 dpi, nice clean horoscope, north and south both you can see. In 5 lines, they will test this technique. Rahu 30th year, it started from this year to this year. It is in the 5th house. Childbirth happened in the 5th house to this natal. Now multiply 125 into 5. Are you getting it? Every technique. And in a week, I used to teach them 2 techniques in the Bhrigu. Every technique we used to have homework uploaded in, at that time, we used to have Facebook research group for each batch. Then when I found that people were interacting with each other, selling gemstones, selling courses of other teachers and all that, I threw everybody out. Not the Russians, but in other this thing. All our techniques are tested. The only difference is application, how much homework you do. Ability to listen to the teacher. So the point is very common way of thinking, easier way of thinking is planet will not give event only once in life. The rest of the time, it has not gone to Franang Cave Islands, okay, or sitting in Fifi Islands and having in Thailand having gala time. They're always active. At any given moment of time, all the 9 planets are active. We are using only one technique to understand that planet, understand that technique. Planet will give differently. Sometimes I'm looking at one person here, sometimes I'm looking at another person. So his third aspect, 11th aspect. That shall we now take up charts? In Prashna, this is to be used. So I dedicate this to Ruchi Ben. So 2 days back, we were discussing this technique in our apprentice course. And I was scolding them that they are not taking Jyotish seriously. Whenever a teacher, a book, or a rishi is teaching you, he understands the student's level and the capacity. So if he's a good teacher, he will teach it in a simple manner and he'll wait till the student masters that and then he teaches the sub techniques to it. He sees what is the dedication of the student. He sees the understanding of the student. He sees the implementation of the student. So I told them, use this in Prashna. So people were blank. Then what I did, I demonstrated this on the Prashna chart that I had done 2 years back on Ruchi. Today there are other people who will see that. I have used their charts, but not natal charts. So somebody's privacy I am not invading. Okay. So where Rahu sits, it implements itself in the 37th year and or stroke the 9th from it, the 9th aspect of it. Use this in natal, in D1 and D60 both. Jaideep, if you are still there.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Very good. Did you attend? So you might not have attended. So I have saved this in 2023 September. So what is happening? The beauty of this is Prashna. So I get to know the very second it is changing. Very important. You can't understand. 15 seconds can make a difference in profession. From a religious man, the person we found out was working in defense in a very secret section of defense. Those who are from the apprenticeship course who are present here, if at all any of them, they will vouch for it. How a 15-second rectification changed everything
sir.
about that man.
That
Yes,
was
sir.
very
Yes, sir.
amazing. That was
It's
extremely
Prashna,
amazing.
Yeah.
sorry, that one?
Amazing. Just 15 seconds.
Yeah. All my predictions were wrong. And then Daniela was there. She was the one who gave the clue. Daniela, are you
Yeah,
there?
she was the one who pointed out.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
I can't see you.
It was fantastic, sir.
Brilliant it was.
15 seconds, Daniela said, sir, just change the word time from moon in Sagittarius, it has become Scorpio. And we did it. 1 minute. Then we found out 15 seconds also you change his career in defense and in secret part. Scorpio is secret, very Kamina sign. It's okay. All of us are Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio, you can see with Mars and Rahu.
I was about to say
What?
mass. Yes, sir.
Mars defense, Rahu secret, Scorpio secret, Chandra there. So that past life astrology trait he has brought it in this life and it has become his profession. Because we usually carry all our past life traits. Michelangelo does not become Michelangelo in this life. If you study the 33 lifetimes of Buddha, you see he was preparing himself for 33 lives to become Buddha. You should read that. Life will miss something major in life. In your spiritual life, that will be the most important missing link. Reading that book. 33 lifetimes of Buddha. Past lives of Buddha. Anyway, let's go to this chart. This is a chart we did it in September. So a day before, what we did, we demonstrated it with some predictions live in front of people. अभिषेक इतना क्वेश्चंस किधर से आते हैं मेरा बात भाई तेरे को ना मेरे बीवी के पास भेजते हैं शी इज ए टीचर
सर गलती से हो गया था
गो एंड ट्रबल हर टू डेथ यार
नहीं सर और एक चीज बोल आप बोले ना परमिशन से बोलूंगा मैं जो जुपिटर का टेक्निक आप बताए थे वो 100% काम किया सर
इंग्लिश 1982 I stopped speaking in Hindi.
सर मेरा इंग्लिश भी तो
English is good यार, don't be afraid यार.
नहीं
अपना भाई बहन लोग ही है, all brothers and sisters here. With Jupiter technique, always why people talk like this. मेरे को ऐसा, how do I know which Jupiter technique you're talking about here? चलो ठीक है, I'll continue the class. So what do we see here? We see Rahu in the third house. Common sense, third house is siblings, easy. All of us, we are all young in Jyotish. Third house is siblings. Rahu is there with Jupiter. Okay. Jupiter is 11th lord of elder siblings also. But remember, don't take elder sibling, younger sibling, third and 11th. Just take third and 11th, both siblings. Both siblings, this is the key. Done. It is with Rahu. Okay. Now, Saturn's aspect is here. So obviously not a very nice year. Done. Okay. A little bit stressful of communication would have happened. Correct? Now this is 6, 8, 12 from which house? That is the key. This is 8th from here. Done. 12th from here. Done. So some property, inheritance, etc. Everybody with me or people are tired. I know it is 12-hour marathon session. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody. Mars is also aspecting here.
Brilliant.
So this is a Kalyanam year, 37th year, good remembrance year. What are we talking about? We were talking about 20 years back. 37th year will be 20 years back. So few things I predicted. I do not know how much Ruchi has added, and nor do I remember much of the predictions. You can see these predictions that was done. Third house is short travel. So travel can happen, inheritance issues can happen, siblings can be involved. Okay, money gains, elder sibling, everything can be involved. Done. The native in her 37th year sold a flat which she owned jointly with her elder sisters. For this, she had to travel to Missouri along with her siblings. Does it make sense, everybody?
The flat was
Yes,
in
sir.
Missouri, is actually what I meant. So we had to go there to sell it.
Correct. Beautiful place. People should visit that. Okay. From the 7th house of spouse, the third house is the 9th house of long travel. Okay. And there Rahu's influence is coming. Rahu's influence is coming. Okay. So her husband, friend called up, said, some Germany, Belgium, I'm going here, there, wherever, some beautiful place it must be. L से कुछ नाम था.
Lille, sir, and very pretty place. It's on the border of France and Belgium. It's called Lille, and very, very pretty place. European countryside is very beautiful, sir.
I love countryside.
Yeah, that is why.
That's
So
great.
the place was, I haven't been there. He did, but very pretty.
So he was an all expense paid trip. Am
Yeah.
I right?
Out of the blue. Yes.
Out of the blue. Why? Rahu is sudden. Rahu is
Yeah.
sudden. Okay. So that happened. Okay. And you can see 7th house has Sun and Mercury. Mercury is Karak of network of friends. Write this down. One thing I would like to ask you with this Prashna.
Yes, sir.
During your husband's travel,
Hmm.
there would have been no, I can be wrong also. There would have been some obstacle in the travel. 1 second, something would have been lost and found again.
I think that was the camera, sir.
Sure about it?
I think so, yeah.
तुम लोग में से कोई ताली मारेगा कभी?
हाँ सर, इन लोगों को बोलो प्लीज. You should.
आवाज नहीं आती ना इसमें. आ रही है.
हाथ से दिखता है.
तुम लोग को है ना कभी
ऐसे ऐसे
मैं तुम लोग को बदवा देता हूँ.
Yes, sir,
Don't get Aishwarya Rai, Tom Cruise, never in your life. That is my curse to you all because you can't say I love you.
सर ये रिएक्ट में ताली का है कि नहीं?
Sad was, you know what, sir?
हाँ, ये रिएक्ट में भी है सर.
Sad was, you know what, sir? He traveled from India. He traveled to France, to Paris. Going to Paris, he didn't see the Eiffel Tower. He saw nothing. He didn't see the Louvre. He didn't see the Eiffel Tower. He saw nothing in Paris. They straight away from Paris, they straight away took the train to Lille.
Train journeys abroad are very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. The Ketu you see is in the 9th house. So there has to be a spiritual travel, but it will not be easy. Okay, it will not be easy. Chances of okay, there will be a story regarding shoes that year. There, if at all you can remember,
Ah.
there will be a story regarding shoes that year, 100%. Either broken, lost, or bought shoes. Bought shoes so easy. Bought bhi ho sakta because Chandra is over there.
You know what, sir? I think when we went to Missouri, I broke my shoe over there. My sandal. Not shoe, but sandal. I broke my sandal over there and we had a little difficult time because, of course, it's not as if we go there often. So we had a little difficult time trying to find a cobbler.
Sure. Other people, are you sure? In
I
20
think-
years,
yeah, yeah.
how can you remember? Yeah?
Huh, sir, I kind of remember this because where our flat was first uphill and then really downhill, and I remember breaking my sandal on the downhill part.
Because I was about to predict. I was also about to predict there is a chance you go to the temple, you keep the shoe somewhere, and you would not have found the shoe at that place, or you would have been lost. It might have been in that place, but you might have forgotten where you kept it. ऐसा कुछ याद है क्या? Do you remember anything like that?
ऐसा नहीं याद आ रहा सर.
चलो ठीक है. No problem. Okay. But still it is a prediction, guys. Why? Chandra, Pisces. 12th from Rahu. Are you getting it?
Yes sir.
मैं आप लोगों को बहुत easily दे रहा हूँ techniques. I should not be giving it so
These are a
easily.
lot of techniques, sir. If they can catch them, these are a lot of techniques you are giving.
Very simple.
Siddhant is having
Yeah,
the time
Baba,
of his
there has to
life
be a
giving.
story. Sorry?
Sir, I'm saying Siddhant is having the time of his life giving reactions to you. He has sent you hearts, clapping hands, whatnot. I'm just seeing him. You've got so many hearts from him.
Yes,
Very
I've
cute
actually
boy.
given everything in, wholesale. That is what is happening right now. In the Zoom, there is a feature, let's use it. I don't have a girlfriend right now to give it. So I'm giving it to the teachers right now. So you should take all the hearts and all that.
Very important, Ruchiji. If you
My
can check with
God,
your
sir.
husband, if you can check with your husband, did he
How
forget his
did I do,
wallet?
Siddhant?
There is something to do with money. Did he forget his wallet? Okay. Or miss the train or something? Some communication, wallet, one second. Did he forget his wallet or misplaced it, couldn't find it, or something to do with money, not remembering what it is, or something like that?
Well,
Okay.
just go ask him, sir. He is in the next room. और कुछ पूछना है तो बता दो अभी. Once I'll go ask him and come back.
फोन पे पूछ लो ना, फोन करके पूछ लो.
फोन करके पूछ लेती हूँ. ठीक है.
So he has to forget his wallet, okay, or he has to misplace it and not find it, okay, or during travel there has to be a gadbad. There has to be a problem during travel. Something that he has done twice, thrice, or something. I'm not able to explain it. Yeah. Second Lord. 11th Lord. 11th Lord. उस जमाने में मोबाइल फोन I don't know. Ask your husband if his friend met a woman there. कोई पसंद आया था. We know the right, okay. We know the right.
But there is a story about that, if I tell you. I
Yeah.
know the story.
Can it be told in public?
Yeah. It's matlab, there's nothing bad in it. So basically, it's like a European culture. The house they were living in had the house help was Indian, which was good for them because they could get Indian food over there. Otherwise, French food is kind of bland. So that happened. She was a very sweet lady. But what was very funny over there was that they were, I think, 4 or 5 children of different ages in the house, and they were a man, a woman, and another man living in the house. So they couldn't figure out whose children are who, because suddenly in the morning they see all the children are getting ready, having breakfast, and leaving for school, and then they ask. So they come to know that the girl was living with the man they had gone to meet. That was her brother living with them. Brother's child, the man's child with an ex, again not married to, an ex, and a child with this one. So that is somehow how they had these 5 children among them, and it was very funny, very confusing, because nobody knew whose child was who, pretty much. At least what I mean is the two of these did. I was calling you when you went to Lille.
ये स्टोरी सुन के मैं ही कंफ्यूज हो गया. कौन किसका बच्चा है? Difficult to listen. Any which ways.
Yes,
Ruchiji,
sir. Also, and if the French hear her about the food, that will be a cause of war. Their food is not bland.
Okay. So,
So in this chart, why we are talking about her husband basically? Is Rahu expecting seventh house? That's why we are talking about husband.
from any Prashna chart, or you need not, if a client is coming and asking you for a job, suppose, what rule I have broken is the horoscope shows everything around. When I started observing,
Sir just predicted all of it. Wait. Sir, exactly as you predicted. Camera was lost, found in 15 minutes. And his friend had gone to meet a lady. Exactly as you predicted. And my husband is saying I had asked him not to go also. Yet he went. But in this trip, I have to tell you, sir, my husband did a very classic thing. So, like, I told him, you're going abroad, and why don't you, get us some nice cheese from their shop? He asked me, what do you want? I said, get us some nice cheeses from there. So I like cranberry cheese and blue cheese, and I named a few cheeses. And I told him, I said, you get us cheese. He goes to the supermarket and he sees something which is in a long, a rectangular long box, and it has some food on it and all. And he says, okay, this might be cheese, and he picks it up and he gets it. And I asked him, did you get the cheese? Yes, I got the cheese. I said, okay, where is it? Give it to me. He gives me a box of cling film. That was horrible. I was like, what have you got? You have no clue what you're doing in life. Cling film is, plastic wrap which you cover on top of food. Yeah. That is what he said, what, telling me that's cheese. Felt like hitting him on the head with it. What bullshit is
oh God. Oh God. See, the Rahu, the Rahu is there in third house. Third house is photography.
Yeah.
Okay. And Rahu is there, it is with Jupiter and all that. And if I remember well, okay, the dispositor has gone to the eighth house, you can see.
Yes,
So that
sir.
event is happening. Okay, you can see that. Okay. And moon is in the 12th from the 30. What is our focus? Our focus is the 37th year, guys. Are you getting it? Now make this Lagna. So Chandra is in the 12th house in Pisces. Okay. So moon is milk or cheese or whatever. He was supposed to spend that. The dispositor has gone with Rahu. So chuna laga ke aa gaya. Because Rahu is an illusion. Illusion.
I was like, what is this? Why would you buy a cling film from abroad for me? I can get it in India.
See, many of you would think, how do we predict this and all that? I tell you something. The intention with which you learn Jyotish is very important. I keep on repeating. If you say, can you predict this? Okay, I would say, no, I can't. Cheese, this, that, etc. No, I can't. But what do I always say? The Prashna has to teach me. Are you understanding, everybody? The Prashna has to teach me. The Prashna is my guru. So here with the interaction with the client, okay, I'm learning. Are you getting it, everybody? In day before's class, I showed you how I predicted wrongly in the D20 chart. Saturn, this was a spiritual trip to Mount Kailash. Saturn is in the third house in Sagittarius. Third house is traveling. Sagittarius is a Jupiterian travel pilgrimage, 9th house Naisargi Kundli pilgrimage. So I said, you went on pilgrimage, you would have met an old man who would be carrying a stick, and there would have been a story. So I said, no, there was not an old man. It was a young guy, he was a minister, okay, in Kailash Mansarovar, that person went, okay. Young guy, so that person arranged, when she had a problem, person arranged chopper, whopper, plane, charter plane, whatever, and he sent the driver and this hospital, whatever. Okay, all that. So I said, no, it has to be there. After 10 minutes, the person says, "Sir, no old man, but the stick you said, we found a stick." And the Sherpa said, "This is God's willing. Take the stick and carry on your yatra." Are you understanding, ladies and gentlemen? How, although I failed in the prediction, but in a way, the stick, it is, she said, all of a sudden the stick appeared. There was no stick in the camp. Only few of us in the camp, there was no extra stick. Everybody had it, a new stick appeared all of a sudden. So it is a marvelous thing that she remembers. It happened in 2015 or 17, something like that. Are you getting it? So it is something that person remembers. Everybody with me?
Yes, sir.
Suruchi, you had a question? If not, then I'll go to the next chart. We have 8 to 9
No,
charts.
sir, no questions, sir.